Holly here from Your Past is a Gift. Welcome back. Alright, so in this video I just wanted to share some of the things I've been going through in this last week. For some reason I've been watching a lot of videos, that talk about spirituality and enlightenment and all these other wonderful words. And I always come out at the end of it feeling like a dum-dum, like I've missed something, or there's this light bulb that should have gone off in my head and it just didn't. And I think, is it me, or is it just the wording and the way it's explained? It just feels like it makes it more confusing to me, and because I want to learn more about myself, more about others, ways that I can help even more. Because even as a child, I always had it in me. I can remember from the youngest age, always wanting to make other people feel better about themselves, wanting to help others see what I could see. If there was something beautiful in them, I wanted them to see that, through me. If I could help them to see that, to see how beautiful they were in whichever way they were beautiful. I've always had that in me. It's a desire, it's a passion, it's just something that's always been there. And when I haven't done that, I felt disconnected from the world. I've felt separate and I felt alone when I'm not doing that, and so watching all these videos, and I think I have even more reason to continue doing these, because it's about keeping it as simple as possible, that anyone can relate to it, anyone can understand it. Things like you're not your thoughts. I think, well, okay, why do I have them then? What do they mean? What are they? Why are they floating around in my head? And so for many people, I imagine they go through the same. They think, okay, I'm not my thoughts. Great. Now what? You kind of end up at the end of it more confused than you went in, And I think for the most part, I try to keep it as simple as possible because I want you to get something out of it, something that you feel, yes, that's me, I can do that. I can now come out of hiding, who I really am, and I can start sharing my life with others. I can start connecting, because regardless of everything I watch and everything I listen to, there's one thing that I've had from very young, and as I've had experiences through my life, I realize it's the one thing that's the most important thing. And when you don't have it, that's when you get lost. And that one thing is to feel connected. Either you feel connected because someone's giving you their love, you can feel their love. You can feel it. There'd be times when I'd go see mum and dad and I'd come back and I felt like I was glowing and I had this warmth all in my body, from my heart. I could feel it. It just felt warm and fuzzy, and I just would come, back home so happy after visiting them because they had seen me and they were happy and they'd given me all their love and they'd shared all their stories and we were connected. Maybe you don't have that with your parents, but maybe you have a friend that you're very close to, and when you're together, that magic happens. But this magic only happens when we're connected. And it can be a connection to an animal, it could be to a dog or to a cat, that you look at each other and you give each other your love and you feel connected to each other. I'm sure, even if you haven't had it with a human being, if you've had it with a cat or a dog and you've looked into their eyes and they've looked into yours and you feel like they can see you. And it doesn't matter what you've done, and it doesn't matter who you are, what you do. I mean, as in what your job is, or it doesn't matter. They just see you, your soul. They see right into you. That connection is what I'm talking about. When you're so happy to be with someone or something like an animal, because They make you feel so good. You make each other feel so good, so loved, so warm, so fuzzy, all those wonderful feelings, you know, that I remember coming back sometimes from seeing mum and dad as a grown-up, and I just felt lighter somehow. I'd go in feeling heavy and feeling yucky, and I'd come back, you know, and I felt so much lighter because of the love they'd given me. And in the last few years, when I realized that connection is the most important thing, I find when I give it to another, when I have that connection and I'm giving my love to another, and I feel them getting lighter and they get that warm fuzzy feeling because of the love I'm giving them, you know, my heart expands. It's almost like I feel like a balloon, you know, that's being blown up and it's getting bigger and bigger, you know. So it makes me feel so good to be connected to another and to be on the other side of that, to be the one giving it. You know, because for the longest time I've spent my whole life trying to receive it, trying to receive that love and understanding and patience and everything that comes, you know, with someone that really loves you, that really sees you. You spend your whole life thinking that you need to receive it. Okay, so I'm trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter, so I'm going to go more into this in the next video about spending your whole life waiting to receive it and why you don't need to do that anymore. All right, my darlings? So just think about this video about connection, about how important it is to connect. And in the comments, let me know what is stopping you from connecting. What are your thoughts in your head that you feel you can't connect to other people? Why do you feel you can't connect in some way? Are you not good enough in some way? Are you not? And we'll address that in the next one as well, because we all have something to contribute. And it can be just to sit and listen to someone. And that's all it is. That makes that person feel better. You don't have to have these amazing skills, because everything you have to connect to someone else, it's already inside you. You already have it. You don't have to acquire it. You don't have to go buy it. You don't have to look a certain way. It's already in you. It's that simple. Everything you have to connect to someone else, to something else. You know, whether it's a cat, a dog, it's a person, it doesn't matter, but just connect. All right, my darling, I love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe below so you don't miss any of the messages, and we'll see why in the next video you don't need to keep waiting to receive it. All right, bye for now.